Hola chicos. Today I'd like to take a minute to show you how you can browse for books in our classroom library using a new online book catalog. So one of the things that the new COVID-19 procedures and precautions have put into place is that I can't really send like 15, 20 of you back into the classroom library to find a book, nor is it a great idea to have everybody handling them all the time, because they would be difficult for me to keep clean. Of course, just looking out for everybody's safety. So what we're going to try this year is we're going to try an online catalog where you can browse the books that are in the classroom library and request books that you want to look at for your book reports. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to access that book catalog here today so that you can start playing around with it. So starting in Google Classroom, of course, you are going to pop into whichever class you happen to be in. I'm just choosing Spanish 2 here. And we're going to head to classwork. And when we're in classwork, about the 1, 2, 3, 4th-ish down, you're looking for the link that says Classroom Library Online Catalog. All right, so there's a link in here, but notice there's also an ID and a password that you're going to need to get into it. The ID is simply Profe Heartline, capital P, capital H, but no space in between. And the password is LHS Spanish, so like Lancaster High School Spanish. All right, so let me show you that. We're going to click on here. Okay, so when you click on that link, it's going to bring you here, Booksource Classroom. And here in this box is where you're going to type in what you need. Profe Heartline and password capital LHS and then capital S for Spanish. And you're going to go ahead and log in. It's going to bring you to this screen. Of course, you're going to click the blue side that says Students. And when you get to this slide, there's going to be all kinds of names here. And you, of course, will be looking for your name. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Profe just so I can show you what it's going to look like for you. So we are going to check out and read. That's our goal. So we're going to click over on that side. And here you can see that it brings you to a page where it starts showing you the books that are available in our classroom library. Okay. Here's how you would see more. It says it's showing you 15 books out of the 287 that we have available for you. And I just want to show you that if you pick one of these books, like let's say this one, you can click on the book and it kind of flips over and it gives you the rating if there's one going. It tells you what kind of genre it is. In my classroom, it's a culture and place book. But this here, this location, probably the most important piece for you guys. It gives you the color of the book. So all of the books in our classroom library are assigned a color. For example, these few in my hands, you can see that one has a red sticker, one has a yellow sticker, and one has a blue sticker. And those stickers kind of correspond with how easily I believe students at certain levels will be able to work with those books. So like this one says that location is green and it's level 4 to 5. So I would expect this book to be most comfortably read by students in Spanish 4 or Spanish 5. All right. On the other hand, Te gusta mi bicicleta over here, if I flip him over, it tells me that the location is blue. Okay, so this book is slightly easier to understand, and we would find that being comfortable for Spanish 3 or 4 kids. Okay, Adonde ir, we flip that one around. Here's a red book. Okay, the red books are the most simple books in the classroom library. Very few words on a page and lots of picture clues. All right, appropriate for level 1 and 2. A Rosa le gusta leer is another book. This is a yellow one. Most Spanish 2 students are also able to pretty comfortably read a yellow book, good for levels 2 and 3. So you can browse this way. There's also a search bar, and I'm still learning about the best way to work with the sports bar. The search bar. But as you can see, some of the searches I've tried, for example, if you want to read books about sports, you could try clicking in sports. And it should give us some books about sports. So now you're only seeing books that have something to do with sports and hobbies because they're in there together in the same category. All right. And when you go to a book, okay, again, now you can flip it over and see. Ooh, I got to get the location in for that one. You can see what level that book is suggested for. If you're not really concerned about the topic of your book right now, but you're a little more interested in just making sure it's a book that you'll be able to understand, there's a shortcut here. You can type in the word location and then a colon, and then you can put in the color of the book that you're looking for. So for Spanish 2, if you're looking for a yellow book, you can go ahead and type in the word yellow and then search. And now it's showing you all 47 books in the classroom library that register as yellow books. All right, so now you can kind of browse through and see, all right, well, that one looks kind of interesting. I want to look at that one. Keep in mind that, for example, if you're in Spanish 2, the red books, the yellow books, and sometimes even the blue books are within your abilities. So you just got to kind of browse around and see what you can do. When you find a book that you might want to read, okay, for example, maybe David va al colegio, David goes to school. You check that one out, you turn it around, you're like, oh, I used to read David books when I was a kid. We see that the location is yellow, so it's totally acceptable for a Spanish 2 kid to read. I want to give that one a try. So I'm going to click check out. And the only thing it asks you for, okay, I don't think it makes you give a condition, or you can click none if you have to. When you turn the book back in, you will have had the book in your hand and you'll know whether it's in good shape or not, and you can pick a condition. But otherwise, you can just say, check out now. All right. And then, of course, it gives you the chance to check out another book or just say, I'm done. So what happens now is on my end, I get a notification that says that so-and-so would like to read the book David va al colegio. And now it's my job to handle the distribution and the collection of these books as we go. And we'll get more information on that later on. I will likely have you check out, which really just means request, several books at a time so that I can try to get some books in your hand that interest you, even if I can't get you your number one book that you would like every time that it's time to do a book report. So play around with this. Let me know if you see any information in the classroom catalog that doesn't seem right or needs to be fixed or updated, and I will make sure to get that done. All right. Happy reading.